I know there's a certain topic everyone wants me to address all the time, but hello. So I have been working on this channel for a couple months now, maybe 6, and I wanted to kind of debrief you on where I think its direction is going. You guys who've supported me, who have seen me on other podcasts, know that I typically cover news and commentary, and I still plan on doing that. But obviously, now that I'm doing stuff more independently, I kind of want to branch out and take a couple different approaches, and I have really appreciated your feedback. So, I appreciate how supportive everyone has been, and I want to kind of take a break from the news just for today to give you a couple updates about my content. So primarily, I used this channel to replace my writing when I started it. I saw it as an opportunity to basically take the op-ed or the long research piece that you might publish in a magazine or newspaper or wherever and convert it to a video format. So you would see in the beginning, it was a lot of like, here is a topic, here's a deep dive into it. And I like doing that a lot, but it also does not totally fit how people use YouTube or maybe the content they're looking for. So I've done a couple roundups, as I term them, the things like reviews of the bills that are being introduced into Congress or just stories you might have missed that week. Personally, I like that format a lot because there's just so much news, and often there's sort of one dominant topic, but there are a lot of other things that are going on. And if your eyes are focused somewhere else, it can be helpful to have a summary of maybe things that you missed. A lot of major outlets do this for like weekends. I know you'll get these, maybe you get them on your phone, news alerts that'll say like things you missed this weekend. And I have considered converting to that format, and I might try that going forward. So I'll scrape news starting Friday at noon, and I'll take notes and I'll make recordings on what's going on, and I'll publish it on Mondays as opposed to the end of the week. The big thing for me is just balancing all my time. So it's important that I give you guys content that you find helpful, but also that I genuinely like making. I could cover a lot of things, but there are people who are more expert in them that you could probably get more resources from. So it's meeting that cross section of what's useful. The other thing is time. So I edit and produce all my own videos. I'm not that good at it. I've gotten better, but it means that I can only put out a certain amount of content in, a 12-hour period. And so often my take has been, well, it's better to do like a summary video at the end of the week that has a lot of information than a really short video once a day. But I might try and change that format a little bit. We'll see. If you do want to see me more frequently, this is an important point. I actually do a live stream 4 days a week with Jeremy Hambley he's The Quartering on X and on YouTube. He has a live show from 2 to 3:30 Eastern time every day. So I'm there Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know why I said it like that. But you can see me, Luke Radowski's on the show, Melanie Mack's on the show, and it's a combination of like news, politics, but also more like cultural commentary, especially when I'm there with Melanie. We talk about more entertainment stuff. We definitely talk about relationships, some like social phenomenons. So it's a good mix of things if you're looking for stuff outside of news. Again, it's with Jeremy Hambley. But if you want to find that show, it's important to note that it's moving. So it used to be on, if you're watching this on Rumble, you can find it on Rumble, The Quartering, look it up. It's live. It's usually on the front page of Rumble. If you're watching this on YouTube, then it used to be on a channel called Quartercast. But now you can find it at youtube.com/@quarteringlive. So it's Quartering Live is the channel now. It'll be there. I've been doing that show since October. I mean, for quite some time now. I'm really appreciative of Jeremy. He reached out to me, and he was really supportive when I needed time off to have my baby and things like that. So it's a fun show, and of course, I'm really grateful to him. So if you're interested in the live show and you want to see me more regularly, that's where I would go right now. Of course, if you are like, oh, it's live from 2 to 4 or 2 to 3 and I can't watch it, then you could always listen to it later. I mean, the videos exist on those channels. So if you want to catch it on your commute home, it'll be there. But that's where you can see me most of the week. So even if you only watch this channel and you're wondering like, oh, you just seem like you're not around that much, I actually put out a lot of content. It's just primarily with The Quartering Live. So check out that channel if you're missing me during the week. So you guys have also probably noticed on this channel, in addition to the news content, that I am interested in the Idaho 4 case. And I am generally interested in true crime. It's also an interest in law, in an interest in the justice system. It's the same reason that I tend to be interested in what's going on with the Supreme Court. The way our laws are applied or how justice is carried out is important. But Brian Koberger, the man formerly accused, I guess now convicted of that crime, took a plea deal suddenly. And I'll tell all of you, I had actually planned to like go to Idaho and be in the courtroom and watch the show. It was something that I was interested in for a really long time. I was thinking about taking leave from my previous job to do it. When I became independent, I was like, this is what I'm driving towards. When Jeremy offered me a spot on his live stream, I was like, cool, but like this is the trial I want to cover. So when he took a plea deal, which is complicated in its own right, but we're not here to talk about that, it kind of made me pivot, not least of which because I had pre-recorded a lot of content to release as part of like the lead up to the trial, because I knew there were a lot of players involved, like the attorney generals, the prosecutors, the victims' families, the witnesses, things like that. And I had done like breakdowns of who those people were. So I can't use that content now, so I'm trying to think of what to do with it. I am still going to be interested in this, but what I think, and you guys let me know how you feel about this, is that I'm going to try and split my true crime legal stuff off into a separate channel. And that way, those of you who are interested in both, obviously you're free to bounce between the two, but I know for the majority of you, you are more interested in politics, news, and more like pop culture commentary than true crime. I don't know why, but it seems more natural to me to have them separate, even though they are all news and they're all about people. But that is sort of my plan going forward with that. I don't know when I'm going to launch it. It's been in development because I was waiting to launch it in conjunction with the trial, but I can't now. Whatever works. I mean, we need justice for those families. It's obviously, I'm not going to turn this into a Koberger thing. So, if you aren't interested in true crime, you'll probably see less of that on this channel. If you are interested in true crime, I'll make another announcement and tell you, when I launch my other venture here. So the other aspect of the content on this channel that I'm sort of interested in pursuing is, and you guys tell me it's crazy. So in the idea that like the roundup of news are interesting, I had thought for a while of kind of converting to more of a vlog style, in part just I think like a lot of you, I don't always have time to sit down in this studio and record videos right away, but I am reading the news constantly. I mean, I am like the research producer for Jeremy, so I send him a lot of stories. It's something that I am passionate about and I like doing. But if I convert to like a vertical video format and I record on my phone while I'm living the rest of my life and give you small updates, that might be a way to give you more content and give you news sooner. And that's one of the reasons that the shorts, which you might have seen appear on my channel, became kind of important. The other concept that I was kind of playing around with was like every day telling you about one new story. So I will record, 10 minutes a day, and at the end you'll get this weekly compilation. But if I pick a story on Monday like, oh, the Senate's debating the big beautiful bill, and then it passes on Thursday, the first 5 minutes of that video would be kind of useless to you guys. Maybe it would be fun like a time capsule, but I don't know that it would serve its purpose as well. The big challenge for me really is just that I am like a one man band. I edit my own stuff. I am not good at it, and I will get better, but it's just a time constraint. So as I get better, I can do more videos throughout the week, but for now I still want the consistency of having something up once a week, which leads me to my final question for you guys. I'll maybe put a poll up on my community tabs about this, but I would be interested in reacting to the news live with you. Like if let's say Monday night, I sit down at 8 o'clock and I have some stories pulled and I'll read them to you. We can read the comments. You can give me your feedback. I think that would be really fun. My hesitation, because I know people had asked me to do this in the beginning, my hesitation had always been that I had a newborn baby. And so it was just very difficult to be like, I can definitely for sure show up exactly at this time. My baby's a little bit bigger now. I have, assistants and stuff like that. So would you guys want me to do a once a week live And would you want it to be morning, afternoon, or night is the question. I tend to think night because then you have the day of news. And especially if it was Monday night, then we would have like all of the weekend news, anything that's happened, and then it would kind of lead off the week. But I'm obviously curious to see what works best for everybody. It's hard with the live circuit. Like anyone who's watched Jeremy launch and the other creators on Rumble, this like continuous Rumble live stream. It's daily creators who are live consistently every day, and you'll see that at the front page of the Rumble it means you have to be there. And I want to build up to that consistency, but unfortunately, my life just didn't have that when I was launching this channel. So it's a challenge. You also don't want to be live when like everybody else is. Like if I went live at 8 p.m., probably everyone's eyes are somewhere else. And it's not that it has to be so huge, but if I'm going to do it, I want to make sure that it's at a time when people who are interested in it can be there and watch. So those are sort of the summaries, and let me summarize them for myself here. You saw my channel evolve from being kind of me throwing things at the wall. I think it's getting more consistent. I do view this channel as my like opinions page. I get to tell you what I'm interested in. I get to dive deep into things, but we are going to continue, I think, the roundup. So probably still congressional bills and also some version of a weekly news roundup, whether that be me vlogging once a day and putting it up as a compilation of the week, or just again, like the sit down, I read the news and then I give you a summary of it in one video, all recorded in one day. If you want to see more of me while I am still continuing to build this, you should go to it's YouTube/quartering live, and you can see me Monday through Thursday there. It's from 2 to 3:30. If you're a member of like Rumble Premium, you can see the after show. I think that's from like 3:30 to 4, but you have to be a Rumble Premium. If you only watch on YouTube, just go to Quartering Live. You can see it there. If you're on Rumble, the Quartering. And that's just if you want more news content from me, because that's, again, where it's coming out right now. I'll continue to build this channel. And then finally, I would like to go towards a live format eventually. I want to keep you guys in mind. I couldn't do this without your support and without your continued interest. Like even when people click on my videos, I did one about like Met fashion or like the inauguration fashion. And I saw so many comments that were like, I don't care about this, but I'm here to support you. And it really does make a huge difference to me. So I would love to be able to connect with you guys more regularly, once a week. So maybe look out, either leave me a comment here or I'll put up something on my community tabs and you guys can weigh in on what a good live time slot would be for me once a week. If there's anything else that you guys have questions about for this channel, I know there's a certain topic everyone wants me to address all the time, but I don't know if now's the time. I don't want to be a drama channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But let me know what's working for you, what you're liking, and let's figure out how to continue to grow, because I couldn't do it without you, and I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys later this week with an actual news-related video. Bye.